What's going on, guys? It's Jeremy from Hustle Life here, and in today's video I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to start your very first blog. I remember when I started my first blog about 3 years ago, I was very confused. I never had a website before, so it was extremely confusing to how to start it and a little daunting, but once you understand the steps, it is very easy to do, and it isn't that expensive, to be quite honest. So let's start off with one of the most important things is coming up with your own domain name. Now, your own domain name, you have to choose a niche, or you have to choose some sort of topic that you are really passionate about. So I'm not going to get too much into that section. I'm going to talk about how you can develop names to come up with your blog. So the first tool that I like to use, and I have a blog post about this, is the best of domain name generators. So this is a collection of different generators from around the web that I use to come up with domain name ideas that haven't been taken before. I mean, if you've tried to look up domain names before, you probably run into the same problem most people have, which is most of them do not exist because they've already been snatched up by someone else. So using these tools, you can come up with some really cool names that you might not have thought before, but are available. So the first one that I like is lean domain search. So what you do, so I already know the theme of my next blog. It's going to be about funnels. So I'm going to type that in, and what it's going to do, it's going to look for all the different two-word names that have funnel in the title. And this is just looking at .com. So as you can see here, you see funnel server, funnel park. It's all the two-word domain names that are still available. You still get the .coms for these, and you'd be surprised. You type in some names and you'd be shocked at how many cool names you can find with just by typing in one-letter word. The other one that I really like is Namemesh, because with Namemesh you can look at .coms, .io, .co, .net, and I'm looking at .co because .cos are a lot like .coms, and they're not as popular, so there's not going to be as many names that are taken up. But .cos, you can still rank well in Google. They still look professional, easy to remember. So I like to use .cos quite a bit. I use .nets as well, and I don't really use .ios because they're more expensive. So here I looked up, I typed in funnel, I've already done that, and I've already found a really cool name. And I like to go under SEO, and what I found was funnelpro.co or funnelpros.co. I like funnelpro.co. So that's still available, and I'll show you why I'm choosing .co a little later on. Another thing you want to keep in mind too is because .co isn't very common, you want to make sure that you're not infringing on anyone's .com, because you don't want to be seen as squatting or taking a copywriting term. So I've already checked funnelpro.com, and nothing's shown up. It's just being parked. So someone's trying to flip that, and I'm just going to go around it and pick up the .co because I don't want to pay $2,000-$3,000 for a .com. Okay, now that we've chosen a domain name, we're going to actually register the domain name. So what I like to use is namecheap.com, and if you click on the link below this video or to the side of the video, you're going to get a discount code that's going to give you a certain percentage off. I believe it's about 20% off. So make sure to click that and pick up your discount. But right now, this is June 8th that I'm doing this video, 2019, and they're offering a 75% off of a .co domain. So that is quite a big discount. So we're gonna type that in, funnelpro.co, and look it up, and we're gonna snatch it up. And just to give you guys an example of why I use Namecheap and how cheap it is, if you go to GoDaddy, which a lot of people use because the commissions are really high, you can see that it is $16.99 for .co for the first year, and then it shoots up to $50 per year after that. So with Namecheap, sometimes it goes up a little bit, but it doesn't skyrocket like GoDaddy usually does. So that's why I use Namecheap. And so funnelpro.co is still available, so we're going to add to cart, and then we're just going to go through the process here. Go to view cart. You're gonna have to set up an account with Namecheap, but that's super simple to do. So once you set up your account, you're gonna have the options to purchase. So I'm gonna go to view cart, and I'm going to select 1 year. I'm just going to leave it at 1 year for now, and you can do 2 years and see how the price, how it affects the price. So 2 years is 47. So I'm just going to do 1 year. And a cool thing about Namecheap as well is that it comes with Whois privacy, whereas GoDaddy, that's another additional, I don't know how much it costs, but they charge you for Whois privacy. And what that does is it keeps your email private so that people aren't spamming you all the time, they're not calling you. I mean, when I had GoDaddy, people would call my phone number all the time and get extremely annoying. But with Whois Guard or Whois privacy, that stuff doesn't happen. So I always put the privacy on. So we're just going to confirm that. I'm going to leave it at 1 year for $588. I'm going to check out because I already have PayPal, and we're just going to do that right now. Okay, and we've purchased the domain. So next thing we're going to do is we have to get hosting. So let's go over to Siteground. So this is the Siteground homepage, and Siteground is really good for a few different reasons. First of all, is their speeds are really good. And second of all, and this is something that many people don't really think about when they're looking at a hosting service, is the type of service that they get. And let me tell you, once you start your first blog, there's always going to be issues, or always going to be questions that come up, and you mess something up, you're not quite sure what happens. And Siteground has really good support service. You literally type in a question, and within a minute, someone will get back to you and they'll have a chat going. So that is why I recommend using Siteground. Siteground, they're also offering a discount. So if you click on the link in the description below, you'll get 75% off of your hosting for 1 year. So once we go to Siteground, you click that link, you go under hosting, and you'll go to, we want WordPress hosting. So we'll do that right now. And you just select whichever one you want to go with. So there's a startup, which is one website. You only get one website up to 10,000 visits per month. There's a grow big, which is unlimited websites. So if you're thinking of starting a few different sites, you probably want to go with this plan. If not, then you can just go with the startup plan, or the Go Geek. If you already have a website and you're getting quite a bit of visitors, then you're going to want to choose Go Geek. But if you plan on just starting one website, I would just go for the cheapest one, because it's only $3.95 per month, which is really good. But then you just have to be careful, because after the first year is done, the regular price it does increase to $11.95. So I just want you to be aware of that. So you'll choose a plan, and you'll get prompted to go through all the payments. So we're just going to skip through that, and I'm going to go right into my account. So I'm just going to pause this here. And here I am in my Siteground account. So what we need to get name servers. And what the name servers will do is it will connect this domain to our hosting account at Siteground over here. So to get that information, we'll go to My Accounts, and we'll go to cPanel. And on the left-hand side here, it'll have account information, and it's going to have name servers, and we'll just put those into Namecheap. So under the purchase summary, we'll go to Manage, funnelpro.co. Back to this screen, and we'll go hit Manage again. And then we're going to go to Name Servers, and what we're going to want to do is go to Custom DNS. And this is where we input our name server. So I'm just going to go back to Siteground and copy the name servers and paste them over here. So copy and paste, and we're going to hit the check mark here. So as you can see here, it pops up, DNS server may take up to 48 hours to take effect. So we might have to wait a little bit for everything to populate. But in the meantime, we're going to set up our account. So we're going to go back to our cPanel in Siteground, and we're going to add the domain name. So we're going to go to Add Domains, and we're going to copy funnelpro.co. Make sure there's no spacing. You can put in a password. I'm just going to leave it and then go to add domain. Now that's done. No thanks. Now we're going to try and install WordPress. So we're going to go back to cPanel Home. And we're going to Auto Installers and click on the WordPress icon there. And here we go, WordPress. So it's very, very simple to do. They do literally everything to install it. So all you gotta do is install now. You can choose if you want HTTP or HTTP www. So what we're just gonna do is www is kind of out of style now. So we're just gonna leave it at HTTP, and then maybe later on we'll change it to secured connection. That's it's called an SSL certificate, and that just tells Google that your site is secure, and it's supposed to help your rankings. And maybe we'll do that on another video to go through step by step how to do that. But for now, we're just going to do a basic install. And so under here, I have a bunch of domains. So I'm just going to blur those out so that only the one that we're using today, which is Funnel Pro. Where is it? funnelpro.co is there. So we're going to choose that. And then we're going to go under site name. It's going to be Funnel Pro. Site description. Funnel Pro blog, I guess. I don't know. Then we're going to go to admin username. And I'm just going to use this as my admin username, and then I'm going to select a password so that you guys can't hack me. And add that. Okay, so we should be good. I'm actually going to change the admin username because the password could probably get hacked relatively easier. So I'm going to select a plugin, which is limit login attempts. So what that does, it prevents people from using a bunch of passwords to try to guess your password. So I like to use that. Classic editor. You don't have to select that. And WordPress starter. So I don't like what they use as the WordPress starter kit. So I am going to decline that. And I'm going to hit install. So I'm going to pause this video right here as WordPress installs, and hopefully by the time in a couple of hours all the DNS settings will be ready to go. Okay, so we waited a couple hours. Now our website should be good to go. So we're going to click on this link, and it's going to take us to our WordPress dashboard. So this is a completely fresh install. As you can see here, this is what the basic settings look like in WordPress. So this is just the actual site itself when it's first starting out. So the first thing I like to do is I like to delete any excess pages. So there's a hello world, I'll take that out. Plugins. So what plugins are, they're additional features that are added on to WordPress. So this is why WordPress is so popular, is because it can be there's add-ons that can be added to it. It's open source, so people can, if they want a feature, they can just make a plugin and then sell it to other people. There's also a lot of plugins that are free, and as you can see right now, these are the 2 free plugins that we have. And there's a couple plugins that I like to use for my affiliate sites or my blogs. The first one is Jetpack, so we'll install that. So that's installed. I like the anti-spam from Askamet. We'll activate that. And then I'm not going to go through the whole activation process. You guys can do that, as it's I think it's going to be a waste of time. So I'll activate Jetpack as well. I'm not going to set it up right now. I'll just come back to that later. And I'm just going to get the basics that will get you guys going for your first site. So another one that I like to use is, so this is for spamming, so people don't spam your post. Jetpack gives you a quick place to get stats. So if you want to see your visitors, I like to use Google Analytics, of course. But if I don't like to set up before I start getting some real traffic, so I just use Jetpack at the beginning to see how many visitors I'm getting, and then I'll set up to my Google Analytics afterwards. Another one that I like to use is, I was using Yoast before, but what I use now is Seo Press. And what this does is it gives you features that allow you to edit your posts for, it's called metadata. So it just allows allows users to find you better, and it gives Google some more options to help your posts rank and help your website rank. So you won't be able to use that right away. I'll show you in the post where it is. So all the stuff, it tells you your H2s. This is Seo Press when you're trying to post something. Lets you edit your meta title, your meta description, and all that kind of stuff. That's useful for your SEO. So if you're trying to rank in Google, you're going to need all that kind of stuff to be able to rank. So the next big thing that you want to add is you want to choose a theme. Now there's plenty of free themes. Right now this is just a basic one. Oops. There's plenty of good-looking free themes out there, and you can kind of take a look around. But what they don't offer is they don't offer much ways that you can customize it. So usually they'll offer you, it's like a freemium theme. So you buy it or you download it, and then it says, well, if you want to access the pro features, you're going to have to pay to get it. So it lets you use just a basic template with no customization. So you're going to have to get a premium theme regardless, unless you're totally set on just having a free theme. So the one I like to use is called WP Astra, and I've already purchased it, so I'm going to add it, and I'll show you some. So if you click on the WP Astra link in the description below, it will take you to this web page, and we'll go to download now. And there's a whole bunch of things that you can view the different features. You can view the different starter sites. So actually, we'll go here first, so you get an idea of what you're getting. So these are some of the sites that you can get, and it's a very flexible and lightweight theme. So now that Google is ranking sites and they prefer fast sites, WP Astra is a good theme to use because it's very, very lightweight, and as you can tell, they look pretty sharp. So let's go back to the download section, and you have a few different options. I think the one that I got was a mini agency bundle because it came with more starter sites, so it just gives you more flexibility. And if you have any SEO clients, or if you're building a website for a specific field, they'll have starter websites that you can literally just copy their template and just change things around. But if you don't really know what kind of website you're starting, or if you see some cool starter sites from the previous menu, I would suggest just getting the $59 version, and that should be good enough. And it's annually, so if you can get a lifetime deal, and that's $249. But we'll just do $59 for now, and that's all you really need to get started. So anyways, I already have this, so I'm going to install it and show you how to do it. So I'm going to go to upload theme. So Astra, here's Astra. Go to install. And we'll go to activate. So, there's a new version, so I'm going to update it, and I'm going to install the starter sites. So I'm going to go to plugins, add new, upload plugin, choose file, and go to Astra Premium Sites, and install, activate. Okay, so that is done. Now we're going to change the website so that it looks the way we want it to look. But first we have to activate our theme. So we'll go to activate premium sites, and I'm just going to go into my account here, go to account, go to licenses, and I'm going to copy and paste that in here. So I'm just going to pause it, and I'll be right back. Okay, that is activated now. So I should have access to WP Astra, and I might have to set up one more thing here. Let me see. So let's go to Astra starter sites, see if it works. So right under here, we have to select a page builder. So what a page builder does, it helps us organize our posts to make it look a certain way, or pages to make them look pretty, essentially. What I like to use is Eliminator. I find that is the easiest to use. It's the quickest, there's the least amount of bugs. I haven't used Beaver Builder, I've heard good things about it, but I'm just comfortable with Eliminator, so I'm gonna select that. And here are my Astra starter sites. So as you can see here, there's a lot of really cool different templates and styles that we can use. So I am going to choose, let's see here, something to do with funnels. I don't know, let's use this one. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go to import site. Looks kind of cool. So we'll do that, and it's saying we'll have to wait 2 to 10 minutes to activate this. So I'm going to put this on pause yet again, and we'll come back once this has finished updating. All right, the template has finally loaded. It's installed. I actually had to use a different template because I was having technical difficulties with the previous one. So I chose another template that I actually like even better, and it only installed in 35 seconds. So let's take a look at what our site looks like now. And as you can see, this is an absolutely beautiful template, beautiful blog. We're gonna have to change some things up, and it really only took us 30 minutes of actual work to get this thing going. And hopefully this has helped you guys start your own blog, because it is super simple to do. Once you learn a couple of steps, I mean, you can do this in probably under 20 minutes from start to finish. So hopefully you guys found this video valuable. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.